Hey, gang. Oh, Lord. This is why I'm here to talk to you guys about that right there, where it just said, no, not Happy Fall, where it just said, Booneville at Mansfield this past Friday. And I still can't believe they're actually putting that by saying it's a great day to be a Bearcat. Probably because they couldn't think of another slogan of something that they could rip off from a popular song about 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, like they have been for the past couple of years. But I digress. I'm here to talk about what happened this past Friday. I would have loved to have been there in Mansfield for this game because, well, I used to go to Mansfield. I think I told you guys this one before. When my parents, my sister, and my brother and I first got here to Arkansas back in May of 1986, we landed in the small town of Huntington, and we had to go to Mansfield to go to school. For a little while there, I hated Mansfield. I couldn't stand it. I just thought, like this is just such a loser school. And I heard all about Booneville, how Booneville is the superior school and Booneville's better than everybody and blah, 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 blah. And it was like, oh, I want to go to Booneville. I want to go to Booneville so bad and all this. Oh, Booneville is so great and yada, yada, yada. And And when we got here in March of '92, you know that old saying about you never want to meet your idols or your heroes because at the end of the day you're going to be disappointed. Well, let's just say after a few days of going to this good hometown school, it turns out this town wasn't worth it, and the school wasn't worth it, and meeting the high school football team wasn't worth it either. It was all just a great big mistake. And for years, I regretted every bad thing I ever said about Mansfield. That they're not as good as Booneville and everything like that. And the one thing that I heard about before we left for here was that Mansfield has actually beaten Booneville at high school football before, but they never said when. Get here, I told a few students, and they just said, "Oh no, Booneville's always beaten Mansfield at high school football." But you ask them about, well, what about anything else like volleyball, baseball? And oh, that doesn't matter. That doesn't count. And I'm like, well, I think it kind of does. so So for quite a while, it seemed like Booneville was just going to run over Mansfield. It didn't matter, whether it was at home or away or anything like that. Booneville dominated Mansfield, and for a few years, it seemed like Mansfield was gaining on them, getting closer and closer, knowing them better and better, and getting so close to beating them. And for the past quite a few years, I gotta admit, I was sitting there kind of going like, come on, Mansfield, because I got so tired of Booneville's crap. I got tired of their arrogant crap. I got tired of them being so braggadocious about being conference champions instead of state champions. And, I just got tired of it. I got tired of this town. I got tired of everything about this town. I got tired of the idiots who just think that football is better than anything. And of course, if you're rich, you can get away with anything and all that. So so I got so tired of all that nonsense, and I really started missing Mansfield, and I really started thinking that Mansfield was not such a bad little town to go to school at or anything like that. Mansfield's got some really good people in it and everything like that, and I still believe to this day if we'd stayed there, I could have graduated from Mansfield. It would have been no problem, because there was no way I was going to graduate from Booneville. So yeah. So this past Friday, Booneville took on Mansfield, and when I got to the library, my buddy Reno was watching the game, and the first score I heard about was 18-15, and I was thinking like, yeah, Booneville's leading, but at least Mansfield's getting close. And he goes, no, Mansfield's leading. I went, pardon? And I thought, well, that's happened before, and Mansfield screws up, and just my heart started to sink, because I'm like, here we go again. Got to put up with this crap. Got to put up with these idiots sitting there going like, we beat Mansfield again for the something. And I'm like, great. And I think Booneville caught up a little bit, but then Mansfield just says, okay, you had your fun. We're going to take it back. And at the end of the game, I'm still shocked by the score. But Mansfield, for the first time since 1980, beat Booneville 34-22. So yeah, the Bearcats are not going to become conference champions this year. Oh, boo-hoo. And I just couldn't believe it. And it's been a few days since it happened, and I'm still not believing it. I was shocked, and I'm still in shock. And part of me kind of goes like, well, that's really, really cool, because now here's Booneville. Here's Booneville 7-2, even though they don't want to count the Dardanelle game. But hey, this is the way I look at it. If you get into 10 fights and you lose 8 of them, does that mean you're still undefeated? No. It means you lost 8 fights. Booneville, face it, you lost the scrimmage game. It's a game you played. You lost. Deal with it. It goes on record. If you didn't want the score to be known, you shouldn't be putting it out there on any websites or anything like that. So there you go. Deal with it, live with it, and get over it. So as far as this goes, all I can say is, Mansfield, congratulations. You finally did it. You finally beat these over-braggadocious morons. These idiots who just think that their crap doesn't stink, and a town seems to embarrass itself more and more every year. And this has got to be, well, for them, it's got to be embarrassing. For me, it's hilarious. And I also want to issue an apology to the people of Mansfield in your town for the time I was there and just kept saying how superior and everything like that Booneville was to your town. I apologize. Booneville is not a good hometown. It's an embarrassment, and it's a sad town to live in, and I don't know why so many people want to move here. There's nothing here. You want to move somewhere, move to Mansfield. They got a lot more going on. And I'm pretty sure if Mansfield did grow, they're not going to be too afraid to move up a division, unlike this town. So, again, congratulations, Mansfield. You did a great job. Hope you guys make state. I really do. Best of luck to you. As far as Booneville goes, I couldn't care less. I really doubt they're even going to make state. They're probably going to make the semifinals, but, I mean, come on. This whole loss to Mansfield's still going to be eating away at them. And one more thing I'm going to mention before I stop this. I do want to say I do feel bad for the football players. Not because they lost, but because they're going to be running ragged. They're going to be running till they get sick and run some more. They're definitely going to get punished. Some people say this coach is not as bad as the last one, but, I mean, come on. All football coaches are the same. They're jerkheads. They don't like losing. So, there you go. Anyway, gang, I got to get out of here because this video's been going on way too long. I'm going to go get it uploaded here a little bit later. So I guess all I can say right now is thanks for watching, everybody. God bless you all. Hope you're having an awesome day. If not, hopefully it's better for you tomorrow. And obviously it's not been a very good week for the Bearcats or their fans. And personally, oh well. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe. And if you would, please go check out and subscribe to the following channels: Reno Vega, Reno Wheat, Grease Monkey 2.0, Rebel Rocker, Lil B Fitness, Churel, SmallBlockFamily, Betty Price, Hot and Fresh Reviews, Tyler 2071, Amber Syst, Danny Knightmare, Rob Zombie Chick 420, Anthony C. Hopefully he's having a happy fall, as you all are. Frank in Texas, Michael Wilkins, Reno Caprock, and Reno Bryant. Take care of yourselves. Try to be good. Try to be good to yourself, and try to be good to others. Until we do this again, as always, stay strong and rock on. And go Tigers.